Google Maps. Let's do some live stream today. All right. Let me add this to the pinned comment section. All right, we'll get started here in like 3 or 4 minutes. Comment a builder area neighborhood address for me to review. Pin message, and we wait. Okay, I'm just gonna check some emails real quick. Wait on some people to join in today. Hopefully we get a handful of people. And we got this is literally, this song has, it's been in my head literally all day. That's been in my head. I just used it on an Instagram reel. That song is just, it's been in my head all day. I'll address this real quick on the live stream. I had somebody that was watching the channel, Vic. He actually sent me a Instagram DM and has left a couple other comments on the channel times before. But he asked me on Instagram, he's like, when you kicking off the Every Street in Allen driving tour? And honestly, I have been thinking about the driving Every Street Allen tour for like, literally since the day I got done with the Plano one. I've always in the back of my head been like, I got to get to the Allen one. I got to get to the Allen one. But just being busy and making other videos of home tours and all that kind of stuff, because all those things I can like if you guys start seeing me come out with like a lot of home tour videos all at once, it's usually because I have some closings within that time period that I'm just like so busy that it's really easy for me to go make these home tours, rather than some of these other videos where it's like pros and cons. I don't really do much pros and cons nowadays, but like new development tours or top communities or new communities coming soon, or something like the Driving Every Street tour. Yeah, I'm gonna probably take a little bit more time to get to that one, or it just takes me a little bit more time to edit that video, come up with everything, and get it going. Definitely editing the Driving Every Street tour. I always want to say every driving, but Driving Every Street tour, that kind of thing, it is pretty intense on the editing side of stuff compared to some of the other videos like the home tours, like I was saying. So not that my time is really freeing up anymore right now, especially because it's summer, all closings, new construction, a whole bunch of stuff is going down during June, July, August, and May in this time period. Usually around like Christmas is when this business starts dying down for me, where I could do like a bunch of random fun videos. But like right now I've been like trying to figure out good days. Oh, this is nice. He said, keep up the great work. We're moving back to Plano in December from Miami. Hope we can connect when we're ready to buy. Oh, nice. That's cool. Okay, we have one person watching right now, so maybe not everyone's got the notification. I don't know. Is that a thing? Can you guys put on, going forward, if you're coming back to this video after it's been uploaded, maybe put on the notification? I think you can do that with a live stream. I know you can do that with like other posts, but I'm pretty sure you can do it with live, or just all notifications in general. Hopefully that works for people. I have no idea if it does. I don't get notified when I go live because I am me, right? Something like that. All right, any questions? We've got 2 people viewing. Sorry, I'm just going to answer this message. Was there anything else that I needed to answer? All right, I'm going to look back on some comments that were left on the channel, and then maybe I'll get to talking about some things here. Thoughts on rate cuts? Oh yeah, is this after the Powell meeting? Is that the deal with it? Rate cuts. Let me see where rates are sitting at right now. I didn't even look. I've been in a bunch of meetings today that I didn't even look at where we're at with rates. Let me just check mortgage rates right now. Look at that. Well, I guess we can start talking about rates. Oh, they look like they're good. Oh, they're coming down a bit. I mean, they're still around like 7% for 30-year, but that's depending on credit score too. So there's probably a little bit less you can do. But 6.99, they have been looking like they're getting lower. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll just stay in this range. Okay. This is what I'll say. There's inventory going back up, right? And it's been going back up. Maybe in some very specific areas around like some neighborhoods that are like not exclusive, but like when it comes to new construction, some of these only have so many lots releasing so many things, but you don't really see that as much right now because builders are sitting on a little bit more inventory than previous past. The rates cutting, honestly, if the rates cut as dramatic as to what they're making it sound like, which I saw something that was like they might cut the Fed might cut 200 points or something. Whatever the case is, part of me kind of hopes that these inventory levels actually keep rising over the next few months and maybe even longer. I have no idea the timetable on these things. But that way, we will have enough inventory that when they do start who knows, they start slashing rates and then affordability jumps in, we actually have enough inventory at that point to like hold on and not get even more blown up with prices increasing. Now, if you've already bought, you're probably on the other side where you're like, no, I hope inventory doesn't keep going up and I hope they cut rates as much as possible because I want to start building a bunch of equity in my home. So I guess you could be on either side of that, right? But yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what they're going to do with the rate cuts. We shall see. I mean, they could cut a point. We're also headed into I think things would already be I don't know about completed, but I feel like things would have already taken place if maybe we weren't going into an election cycle this coming year. I don't know. I'd like to hear, what do you guys think about rates? Because at the end of the day, whatever my opinion is on rates really doesn't matter. That doesn't get a really good idea. I got to figure out, like, it's better for me to figure out the sentiment towards buyers and what they think, because they're the ones that are ultimately paying me and me making money, right, off transactions and doing that. So it's kind of more of like Journey Z. Is it Journey Z with... Okay, I got a few things. Is it Journey Z with is? Is it Journeys with IZ? Or Journeys with is? I'm guessing it's Journeys with is, final answer. But anyways, what are your thoughts on rate cuts? Any thoughts? But yeah, I don't really have any thoughts at the end of the day because how I feel is that I'm working with people that are buying homes right now. So even if people are buying homes at these high interest rates, well, I think for me, like anything kind of gets better in a way. But I hope we have the inventory because if the interest rates get way too good, then demand's going to go back up and we're going to be back in a situation where it's just craziness. You said good evening. Hey, good evening, Sam. All right, we're 10 minutes into this. We got into talking about rate cuts. I don't really want to talk about rate cuts that much or interest rates. Because, like, I don't know. Like, like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, I walk into these some of the builders are still doing it, but definitely like more 2 months ago, the builders were like selling these like buy down. I mean, they're still selling buy downs, of course, but maybe even further back in beginning of winter and saying things like, oh, well, the Fed's going to cut, the Fed's going to cut, the Fed's going to cut. And I'm like, no, I don't really think they are going to cut as much as everyone's thinking they're going to cut. And now it's like turned the other way where like now some builders are like, oh, well, they're going to cut one time at the end of this year, most likely. But I always tell my families, like, hey, at the end of the day, no one knows what's going to happen. You can only go based off the information that you have right in front of you. And if those numbers work and they look good, then maybe it's a good time for you to buy a house. If not, if you're reaching, especially if you're doing like a temporary buy down, and you know some things don't happen in the sense of like interest rates coming down lower, and then you're on a temporary buy down, and now your mortgage has just gone up like $600 to $800 or maybe even more. But if you can do like a permanent where it's like less risk, like that's kind of, and those numbers work out for you, and it's in a good neighborhood, and it's new or something like that, like. Anyways, I don't know if that's exactly what we were talking about journeys with but that's kind of where I'm at. Yeah, I mean, well, too high. I mean, that's all relative, right? Like, interest rates from 5 years ago are too high, but if you look at a few decades ago, they're actually lower than what they were. Yeah, and I know, like, the price of homes were different and yada, 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 but I'm just saying. It all comes down to what are you comparing that to, because if you're comparing it to other times, the interest rate really isn't too high, but if you're comparing it maybe to what we've had in this previous short span of time since COVID, like, yeah, they're pretty high. But we'll see. We shall see, hopefully. Or the world will just blow up. We don't know. All right, Sam says, can you please review the plan? Is this an American Legend? AL 1641 verse 1632. I think AL means American Legend, so we're just gonna go with that. We are just gonna go with that. Yes, sir. I gotcha. Usually, Sam, just to get the lingo around town, or whatever. I might just be ridiculous here, but I usually see American Legend homes. ALH, not AL. So, not that matters, but I figured that's what you're talking about. I usually see people when they leave comments or when they're going back and forth about things, I'll see people put ALH for American Legend homes. But AL's fine. The first thing that popped into my head was Alabama. Oh, 1632. No, I don't want to do this. Let's just do this. I don't even know how I'm doing that. Okay, you want the 1641. He wants the 6. No, I don't use my precise location. How dare you? Okay, we're going to start with this one. ALH then. Yes. Cheers. Cheers to ALH. Man, I'm thirsty. I've been outside this. Oh, I had. You know what? I had a pretty good day today. All right. I actually felt like I worked a full shift today. Because usually I'll like wake up in the morning, do some work on my computer, maybe go make a video, maybe edit some things, kind of, and then tomorrow I have like a meeting or something and kind of, space my time out. Today I had a lot going on. I really, I was like 3 minutes late to the live stream today, guys. I had a lot going on. But this morning had a home orientation. Started getting really hot outside, and I had a water bottle in my car that was like one of those water bottles where like you've drank half of it. You've drank half of it, and you've left it in your car overnight, but kind of in the shade. So it's not like grossly hot, but it's also not like cold. And it was starting to get really hot. And then I went and made a video on a Toll Brother home in Star Trail. And then from there, because that meeting actually ended a lot earlier than what I thought was going to happen, initially planning, because I was just going to jump from that straight over to a pre-construction meeting over at Sandbrook Ranch. Then from there, I went over to Wolf Burger. I don't know if anyone's had Wolf Burger yet, but I did have someone who I was still working with. He buys houses and stuff with me. And he told me about, I knew about Wolfburger, but with him, we went and looked at some houses. We went to Wolfburger, and I've gone a couple times now. I was a fan. He was not a fan. He was not a fan of it, but I was kind of a fan. Went to Wolfburger, and then got back here, got on the live stream. So today's been a good day. Gotten some stuff done today. Hopefully you guys got some stuff done today too. All right, let's look at this floor plan. Sorry, I just, I'm feeling good. Okay, the next thing, actually I'm not feeling good. I actually, I'm very thirsty. Still very thirsty. Okay, let me get this other floor plan. 1632. All right, we'll compare these side by side. What neighborhood are you looking at, Sam? American Legend. Are you looking at a neighborhood? The Grove? I'm going to guess the Grove. Knew it. Knew it. I didn't really know it. It's just when I typed this plan in, I saw the Grove Frisco 65. So, okay. And these are both 60. Are these both at the same place? 1641. I'm going to guess is also there. All right, let's go to 1632. Okay, so just by looking at, literally, I haven't even clicked into this floor plan, and I can already tell you I'm going to like this one better than any of the other ones. Maybe not any of the other ones, but better than the 1641. Now, quiz time. If you watch live streams, or you've been watching the live streams with these past, I think we're at like a year of live streams. I don't know. This has got to be like the 46th live stream. I think this is 45, right? Something, 45 or 46. Maybe you've been watching over these, me talking about floor plans. What is the main thing that I like about 1632 that I do not like about 1641? Leave your answers in the chat. We've got 8 people in here. Maybe one person knows. Okay, Mancy. Hopefully I said that right. Mancy. Or we'll call you MP. MP says, hi, Daniel. We're looking to buy new construction around 2,300, 2,500 square feet for a budget around $500,000, about 30 minutes from Legacy West. What would you recommend? Thanks. All right, here we go. Let me just write this down real quick in case your comment goes away, because sometimes they delete the comments for some reason. Stairway? No, not the stairway. Okay, well, T-Man. All right, we'll get to you. Okay, you guys are coming in hot now. You guys are coming in really hot. Settle down. Settle down. Ooh. Shafir says dining. I think we're getting closer. The stair treads painted black. What was? Okay, so the question is, what do I like about this plan over this plan? And trust me, when we get talking here, I'm gonna try to nitpick this plan, but I'm just saying, just from starters, what do I like about 1632 over the 1641? What do I not like about that plan? Okay, hold on, here we go. We got people coming in. Cross Creek Meadows. Thoughts? Okay, well, yeah, I have some thoughts. Maybe. Paolo. Oh, what's going on, Paolo? Paolo, I got your message. I was thinking to myself, maybe he'll join the live stream. I'll answer him, which is hilarious because you did. I will get, once I get done with this live stream today, I'll probably get stuff written up, and then I'll shoot you an email in the morning. Can you put them side by side? No, I can't. You're asking too much, T-Man. I'm not that technologically gifted. But I guess I can flip back and forth through them like this. But that's probably annoying. All right, someone was right. Who said dining? Yeah, Shafir. Yeah, someone was right here. Okay, so here's the deal. These are sitting on 65s. The thing I don't like about this one is your back patio is open to everything, okay? You have this outdoor living space that's a little bit more hidden. Now, are you probably gonna get more natural light in the family room with this plan? Sure. So I guess like the con of this one is that this family room is gonna feel darker, but you have all these windows over on this side for the casual dining. I just walked through a Toll Brother home today. Like I was saying, I did a thing. I did like a little thing through a house with the camera, you know, that thing I do. And the closets were just, I was like, what is the deal with the closets? But it had this exact kind of layout to it. However, within the casual dining, it didn't have any windows along the home was facing south, but it didn't have any windows along the east side of the home, kind of like this casual dining here, which it really was missing that. It's like, dude, you gotta. It's like this missing window. I was like, it felt a lot darker in there. And this home is a 1-story, correct? No, it's a 2-story. So they make no, they don't make a 1-story like this one, but you'd have the family room. But then, yeah, you have the family room open to below. So it's, you know, a little bit better light in there. Okay, hold on. There's a lot of chats in here. Just a background. I was reviewing 1641 and 1632 with all upgrades, 5-bed, 5-bath media. 1641 will cost $30K less. Was just curious between them. Okay. Can you please review Wilson Creek? Pulte Homes. Paolo. Well, hey, Paolo might have some bias because I think Paolo's in a 1639 right now himself. I think the 1639 is a pretty good plan too, but I can't. There's so many plans out here, I can't quite remember. Yes. Nice. Okay. T-Man, I'm going to get you in a second. But yeah, that's my main thing with this floor plan. Okay, I like this setup a lot better, especially where the dining being its own separate thing, the dining and the kitchen kind of falling together, and kind of just feels like the house. And the kitchen being on the center, I like when the kitchen's up against the wall like that. You also get more countertop space. It looks like along this one, you're not getting a whole lot of countertop space within here, but with this, it kind of wraps around that whole side of the kitchen. So there's a lot of things. I also like, here's the other thing with this floor plan. Okay, with this master bathroom or main bedroom bathroom, the vanities are split here and they have the tub going out, which I like, which creates more room in this bathroom rather than having, like, it seems like Toll Brothers does it a lot, but Toll Brothers will do something where it's a little bit skinnier down this hallway. I love how I'm pointing with the marker as if you guys can see where I'm pointing to with the marker. I don't think you guys can see my cursor, so there's no way for me to hover, but you kind of understand what I'm saying. There's a lot of space within this bathroom, which is really nice. I like how this is set up. It's going to make those vanities even bigger than if you put that tub sideways. Study at the front, good. 1641, what we're looking like. Okay, vanities are together. Doesn't look like you get as much space. I think there's going to be more space in the other one. Study's also at the front. I don't mind that. They're both tandem, cool, open to below, gaming, all that kind of stuff. So Sam says 1639, not available due to repetition. Well, there you go. And this leads me to my next point, which it really doesn't lead me to my next point. I didn't really have a next point, but this just the thought popped in my head. Okay, this thought popped in my head because I had this thought earlier. And I think I've talked about this a couple of times on the live streams, but essentially, I have people come in and they're like, oh, should I buy the house? Should I go for it? You know, I'm just talking about new construction here. They're like, should I go for it? Should I do this? Is it the right time to buy? Is this kind of the deal? Well, it's like, okay, you have to think about this. There's repetition. So like if it comes down to me and it's like you're coming to me about is it a good time to buy new construction? I'm like, okay, does the price point work first of all? What's that monthly payment look like? And then the sooner you can get into that community, the better, because you have the most options. The longer you wait through these cycles of them building out these phases, not only do you start losing out on what you could be getting as a floor plan, but then you're building new construction. So you probably have a vision of what you want your home's elevation and exterior to look like. You will then be limiting yourself once again on that. So like, if your neighbors are all painted in white, or they have this certain brick color you want, and then the house across the street has it, or something like that. Like, I remember one of the families I had over at Star Trail, we were putting in the American Legend homes, and they would only allow like every 3 homes, they'd only allow these certain colors. And then these 3 homes, they'd allow these ones, because they have to also work that between them and the builder. Or the other builders. So like Highland Homes and what they're doing. So like the developer has to work with both the builders to make sure nothing is like quite looking the same. Okay. 1641. Yeah, Paulo. I think Paulo's got some pretty good insight too, because he's done an American Legend. So Sam, I think he would have some good knowledge. So I would take into what he is saying, because he is coming from a place of looking at similar stuff and actually working with them. I like the bathroom. I can set up my office in there. Yes. Okay, well, T-Man. So hold on. See, I hear this. I hear you on this. But like, for me, when I'm thinking about equity, I also don't think people are thinking about, like, that's just a false sense of equity, I feel like, because here's the deal. If you bought that new construction house and they build over the next phase, like second, third, fourth, right, over the course of maybe 2 to 3 years, you would at least need to be up, in my sense, like, let's say you had $1 million house, you would at least need to be up $1,060,000 at least, to, and we're just talking about 3% commissions, right, or 2.5%, or whatever that case is. So there's definitely people out there that have bought some homes, new construction, they built over the next phase or the phase and a half or into the second phase. They go to relist their house and they're not coming out with built equity. So I think there's kind of this thing where you have to say, okay, what's your game plan? Because if your game plan is to buy this home and just own it for 3 years, okay, you're probably not going to pull out really now you might pull out enough to like break even, be able to move into something else, not have to worry about the mortgage on it, depending on how much money you put down and all that other kind of, I mean, there's so many different situations, but I feel like, yes, if it's a phase 1 and they're going to have 8 phases, like, you're sitting good. If it's a phase 1 and they're going to have a phase 2 only up to a phase 3 or something like that, you're going to need to then wait, my opinion, or at least what I would do is, if I am thinking about selling or wanting to sell at some point, like, wait till those other homes get a little bit older too. But every neighborhood is different with this. So this is all case by case scenario, but I do lean more towards, if you can get at the beginning of the community, you have the best chance of being able to build in equity fairly well. But are you really going to be able to pull that equity out if you immediately list it after owning it for some time and those other phases being built? I don't know. That's dependent on a lot of things, right? And that's why it's important what neighborhoods you buy and things like that. All right, so I think someone had a comment about 5MP. So we are looking to buy new construction around 2,300 to 5,000 square feet for a budget around $500,000, about 30 minutes from Legacy West. What would you recommend? All right, I'm gonna pull up my, let me do this real quick. Which one are y'all guys seeing? Okay. Oh, no. Sorry, I'm gonna pull up my MLS. I just have to get it off the screen. Because I'm going to put in your search. Oh, it is. I just typed in MLS. No, why is it signing me out? Oh. One sec. I'm trying to get this. Cross Creek Meadows has 3 phases. Cross Creek Meadow does. All right, sorry, I'm just trying to write down some things. I'm trying to get this. I don't want to log back into my. All right, here we go. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna. MP, are you still here? Mancy P? Mancy? Mancy? Not sure how to pronounce, but I'm gonna look up your search on the MLS, and then I will give you the best answer. But starting off, you probably aren't gonna find anything new construction $500,000 unless it is a townhome 30 minutes from, which I don't know if that's okay with you, but I'm gonna guess it's probably not, because you want 2,300 to 3,000 square feet, or 2,500. So that's what I'm gonna guess. Closed. Let's do active. Frisco, Louisville. Okay, I'm just gonna make a. One sec. I'm still doing the search. You just can't see it quite yet. Okay. I'm gonna do this. All right, results. I'm looking at price right now. Okay, so you want it under 500? I'll do under 530 just because. Okay, only gonna be 13 results. So, not a lot to work with, and these are probably nowhere near 30 minutes away. Is there a reason it needs to be at 30 minutes Legacy West? Here's the only reason I asked that is because I have some people that buy like up in, well, I just had one family, they bought in Sandbrook Ranch and they commute to Legacy West for work. I just don't, that's about enough. I think they're telling me like they've done it and it takes like 40 minutes. I think maybe on a really, really good day, you might be able to get down to Legacy West 30 minutes, but like that's 380 being perfect, 423 or 1385 being perfect from those neighborhoods up there. Those are going to be starting in the 400s. I do like Sandbrook Ranch, but I think you're going to be up. Yeah, due to work commute. Yeah, so you were, yeah, I got a lot of people. I have a lot of people that buy over off FM 1385 in those new construction communities. Now, on the, here's the deal. It's one of those things, right? It's like FM 1385 that runs up 380, right? And that whole mess. On the east side is going to be Prosper ISD, and you're going to be buying DR Hortons in there over at Sutton Fields for $550,000. Or you hop over to the other side of Sandbrook Ranch, and that is Denton ISD, and you can get a way better build out custom job to it, and also pretty, I would say they're about in line with each other's amenity centers. Now I do like the way that Sandbrook Ranch looks. I mean, the homes look a lot better. I mean, it's a lot more luxury feeling. I mean, it kind of feels like a Mustang Lakes over there. The Sutton Fields neighborhood is very, very monotonous. But yeah, I would say that's probably the best area. But then again, it's like, do you care about school district? If you do, well, then you're probably not going into Prosper, or you're probably not wanting Denton ISD. You probably more want Prosper ISD. And this is just the trend that I see from people. Now, I do have families that go with Denton ISD, and they seem to be fine with it. But I also think that the school thing is just so difficult because it's like, one, I don't know who's rating these things. I know they're online that you can look at them, but I'm sure there's people that are having terrible experiences and families having terrible experiences in the best rated school district. And I'm sure there's families out there that are having a fine time with the ones that are lower rated. So I don't know. I think it's just a case by case. Thoughts on Union Park? No school district restrictions for now. When you say that, what do you mean by no school district restrictions? Do you mean like they can go to whatever school in Denton ISD? As in like they don't have to go to the on-site elementary school? They can go, like, do you mean no restrictions on what schools or the school district, meaning that it could be Little Elm ISD? I thought it was Denton ISD. Am I getting that confused right now? Might have been Little Elm ISD. I can't remember what I did the video though. I like Union Park. I have families I know in Union Park. They love Union Park. What they don't like is the traffic getting out of Union Park. But they like Union Park a lot. Like, it's got some great amenities. Like, it really does. I mean, it's a pretty, like, communal area. Like, a lot of people know each other. They go do events. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Like, yeah. No, I like Union Park. I mean, out of all those, out of Union Park, Sandbrook Ranch, Arrowbrook, Sutton Fields, Wind Ridge, like all those ones that are over in that area, like my favorite's Union Park, no doubt. Now you're going to have Tri-Point in there at the 500s. So, like, if you came to me and asked me, like, Daniel, would you take a Tri-Point home over a DR Horton? I'd probably tell you, yeah, I'd take a Tri-Point home over a DR Horton. But if you came to me and you said, hey, Daniel, would you take a Pulte home over a Tri-Point home? I'd probably say I'd take a Pulte home. Then if you ask me if there was a Taylor Morrison home versus a Pulte home, I'd probably tell you it doesn't really matter, flip a coin. And then if you told me, what if I bring like a Highland home versus a Taylor Morrison home, I'd probably tell you take a Highland home. So I don't know if that really does anything for you, but that's kind of the way I view some stuff with, I don't know, just when walking in these houses. And also keeping them clean. Like, the higher end production builders that are more reputable and awards and whatnot. But then again, I feel like every builder is going to come out with every award possible. These random awards that mean nothing to us, right? Because at the end of the day, I just want you to build my house good. But yeah. There's some that are just better than others. How I feel walking into them, I don't know. Maybe you guys know what I'm talking about. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe you guys feel a different way. But someone else left a comment on here about Pulte. Can you please review Wilson Creek Meadows by Pulte Homes? Please review the Riverdale plan. Okay. Let's pull that up. I need to figure out what. Pulte Riverdale. Pulte Riverdale. Here we go. Wilson Creek. I like where we're. I don't know why I said that weird. I like where Wilson Creek Meadows is located, so that's a plus. The community itself is kind of. Is Denton ISD or Salina ISD better? I don't know which one's better. I'm not going to sit here and tell you which one's better. Because I am not... Like, I feel like the only way to truly answer this is if I had, like, a kid within the system. I can really only speak to Frisco ISD because that's the system I got put through as a kid. But, like, I have no kids, so I can't really say So I just go off what families tell me. And the families I have in Denton ISD, they have no problems as far as what I can tell. Or that at least no one's coming to me and being like, why did you let me pick this, I guess. But I will say it seems like more people float towards Salina ISD over Denton ISD. And you also have to remember with Salina ISD, there's a lot of new schools going in there. So they're going to get better ratings for whatever that's worth. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, newer is going to be better. It's going to be cleaner. It's going to be, you know. So I have no idea which one's better. Like, for example, I'm pretty sure the Denton football team is better than the Salina High School football team. So if you're asking me about football, like, there you go. But I can't really say which one's better than the other because, let's be honest, I think all these school districts have their demons. They're all doing something they shouldn't be, or something's going on in the background. I don't know. It's conspiracy. What else we got? Yeah, was I gonna do the Riverdale? Yeah, that's right. Okay, sorry, I got sidetracked there. Was thinking about demons. Here we go, Riverdale. Do I like this one? Flex room at the front, powder bath, 2-car, okay, laundry, kitchen. I don't know if I like this one. Second floor, open to below, that's nice. First floor, yeah, this one's not bad. This one's okay. I'm not like too crazy about it. But it's all right. Patio's pretty big. I like that. Vanities are split from each other. I don't mind that. Walk-in closet looks like a decent size. I don't mind this one. This one's okay. I'm sure there's not a lot better if it's pulte. It's probably as good as it's gonna get in some aspects. Yep. I don't mind it. Where is it located? Let's show you guys that. Google Maps. Not a deal breaker. Yes, thanks for the insights. Definitely helps. Appreciate it. Yeah, of course. If you're not working with an agent, I mean, I'd love to work with you and help you out some more. I will leave. This is for anyone. I will just leave my phone number here. And you guys can send me a text. I also have my email somewhere in the caption section. Okay, let's jump back to Wilson Creek Meadows. Let me just show you where this is, because I guess you also asked me about just the neighborhood in general. And reviewing it. Hopefully this is showing up on the screen. Yep. Okay. So this one here, all right. I don't like these lots here along Landmark. I think I've talked about this before, but there's like a huge power line station set up here. So I'd probably try to stay away from that. I probably want to be more south of the neighborhood. You're not really going to get a whole bunch of amenities in here, but at least you do get a pool area and some walking trails behind the houses. So at least they did that. They kind of had some thought to it. And then it's right down the street from, you know, Collin College, where the Costco, other things are going into, and not too far off the Collin County outer loop, but also not like right on top of it as well. So I mean, I like this location. I just, the builders in there, I'm kind of just like, they're builders. They will build the house. They'll do it. Okay, did I answer everyone's questions? T-Man, I guess that one was for you. Oh no, Cross Creek Meadows. You wanted Cross Creek Meadows. The other person wanted Wilson Creek Pulte. Cross Creek Meadows, that's across the street, which that's funny. Cross Creek Meadows is across the street. I do like this neighborhood. I don't like any of these lots right here. Like, these are going to be the worst lots in the world to buy, I personally think, just because there's a huge power line structure running here. And then, not that you're going to really notice it from your backyard. Maybe you will, actually, these homes here. Maybe both of them. But this outer loop is going to expand even more. So, I mean, these houses, like, right here, you're going to be right on top of it. Like, at least over here at the Parks at Wilson Creek, they actually had, like, some thought where they put up, like, a huge, like, wall barrier there, just and how they pointed the homes. Like, this one, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to be there. So I definitely would recommend something more on the north side of the community, but also something a little bit closer to maybe like being able to get out fairly quick. I don't think these lots back here are bad. They're actually along the tree line, which there's probably a premium to them, but that could be fairly good there. And then the amenity center is right there, so you know, if you're a walking distance from the amenity center, that's got some good value too. Same area located, just like Wilson Creek Meadows. If anything, this one might be located actually in a better area, kind of, because I don't know, I like being off quick moving roads at the end of the day, so you don't have to feel like you're sitting in traffic. I liked one in the Nightshade Lane. Let's see. Nightshade. I don't see a Nightshade. At Cross Creek Meadows? You saw? Oh, Nightshade. Here we go. Yeah, First Street. I got it. Sorry. Yeah. See, the only thing I'd be worried about with these lots here on this south side of Nightshade, like back up to this lot, is that this looks like a prime apartment complex area. Like, I don't know. Like, just to me, like, this looks like something that could be easily an apartment complex here within the next few years. Maybe not. But I'd be worried about what's going in on the backside of these lots if you're looking at anything along Blue Stem or these south lots. I think these ones, or these north lots, I think these south lots look decent. Or they're okay. It's just these lots here at the beginning of the neighborhood, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, man. Okay. Well, MP, did that answer? I don't know if you're still here. Did that answer anything? MP, Mancy P? Hopefully that gave you some insight on that area, but I think that's where you're going to find like your 500s, or else you're going to need to go like a lot further up north, which you're probably not okay with that because of the commute times. So, all right, anyone else had questions? I think we got up to like 16 viewers at one time on this. That was pretty good. You're welcome, T-Man. Well, if we're at 50 minutes, so if we don't got any more questions, was this all I wanted to talk about? There was nothing else I was really going to bring up. Let me look at my comment section, see if anyone has brought in some something I can talk about. Nope. One person said, these homes all look the same. Well, yeah. This person left a comment on the American Legend 40-foot lot I did. Said, overpriced and not a very pretty exterior. Quite possibly. You're not wrong, though, with that exterior. It didn't really have any charm to it. It kind of looked just like a big prison cell. Lindai.Bethel787. Here's a good one. She left this on the live stream last time, so I just wasn't able to get to it because she posted it after this was posted. So, how's North Sky Salina? I mean, I think it's pretty good. Like, that'll be a good community. It's got nice builders in it. You do have Taylor Morrison 40s in there, which is kind of whatever, but they're going to come with a cheaper price point than most other areas. I do like the other builders in there, Perry Homes and American Legend. Those houses are going to look pretty nice. Like it'll be a cute little community, not little, I mean, it's gonna be a master plan community, but smaller in the sense of scale of like Windsong Ranch or something, right? I like how it's off Preston, but also in the middle of where Dallas North Tollway is, or where it's going to be building out towards. So, I mean, that's going to be a pretty good location, and everything's going to be getting built around there. Also, not too far away from downtown Salina, which is going through a whole new upgrade too. So, like, you're going to be in an area, like right now, North Sky is in an area that seems far away, but once they build out some of these things that they have planned for, like you're gonna feel like you're in the thick of it, which is crazy because there's nothing out there. But just watch. They're already announcing master plan communities out in Dorchester. Oh yeah, you want to see on the map? I'll show you. I'm the map. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. Not really. Okay. This is where North Sky is at. So you see Salina. Okay, you just kind of go diagonal. And here is North Sky. They're also, it looks like they have it zoned for a new elementary school. There's also a new high school that's getting zoned up here. Hold on. Over yonder. This is where a new, I think it's going to be a high, I don't know, I might be wrong. There's some school that's going to be going in here as well. And that's, Parks at Wilson Creek is down here, just to give you some perspective. A new Salina school is going to be, I think, going, at least they own the land there. That's what I saw from the MLS when I was doing some research. Okay, we're going to go back up further. I meant Costco, LOL, sorry. No, we're going to talk about this for a second, because now I'm on this, and I'm going to stick to this. So we'll get over to your Costco here in a second. We can all calm down for Costco for a second, all right? We can just calm down. But yeah, in the middle of Dallas Parkway, so you got Dallas Parkway over here. That's where the tollway will be running through. And then downtown Salina is right here. But all this stuff in here got bought up, and it's like you can see these areas right now that have these plots of land. So you're going to see more commercial. I mean, look at this one. That neighborhood's already done. I mean, they're building a little bit more, but, and then you have these townhomes that are going in here. I mean, this area of Uptown Salina is going to start going. So, I mean, all this is going to start getting built out. I mean, it's going to be great. All the people living on these pieces of land are going to probably make so much money once everything gets out there a little bit further. Okay, Costco. You want Costco. All right, I hear you. You sure you don't want to know where the Brookshires is? Whatever happened to Brookshires? How come Brookshires never gets a spotlight? How come it's always Costco? Why is it always Costco? Okay, here we go. Hold on. Shoot, I lost it. Where is it? Here we go. 289 Preston. You've got Light Farms over here, right? You've got some of the other Bluewood, Carter Ranch, Wilson Creek. You got the new police department right in there. And then you go down 289. And right in this section is where they're putting in a whole bunch of stuff. Like a whole bunch of stuff. So there's also another Costco. Here, I'll give you a bonus one. There's another Costco getting put in right. Oh, shoot. Right here. Costco Gas. Temporarily closed because it is not built yet. There's your other Costco. Nice. Yes. Nice. All right, guys. Well, any other questions? But I would say it's probably going to be about 5 minutes from Cross Creek Meadows, really. That Costco. Any other questions? Nothing in 30 seconds. It's probably where I'm going to end today's video. And then next week, I should be on at 5. So join me then. I don't see any questions coming through. So I think we did okay today. I think we learned some things. Maybe? All right. Well, I'll end it there. And I will see y'all next week. Bye, y'all.